Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Make America Lit, back with another NBA 2K22 video. And in today's video, I'm bringing you guys another episode of NBA player builds. And as you can see on screen, today's episode, we are recreating future Hall of Famer Chris Paul, otherwise known as CP3. Let's just jump right into the build. He has an 88 layup, he has a 95 close shot, he has a 97 mid-range, a 76 free throw, a 97 mid-range, a 76 3-ball, a 84 free throw, 93 ball handle, 96 pass accuracy, 70 post control, 58 defensive rebounds, 61 interior defense, 90 perimeter defense, 47 block, a 83 steal, and a 90 lateral quickness. He also has a 80 speed and acceleration, a 75 vertical, and a 62 strength for his physical attributes. He has 8 points into finishing. He has 26 points into shooting, but technically 20, if you optimize the build. He has 30 into playmaking, but technically 24 if you optimize the build. And then he has 18 into defensive if you optimize the build or whatever like that. Now, obviously, with a build like this, when you have players such as Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron James, superstar players, they have so many badges that it's kind of hard to recreate these builds on current gen. But as you know, on this channel, we try to get as close as possible to the actual badges that the players have. And if we can't, then we at least try to go for the shades of, or at least make the build play like said players. So let's just jump right into it. So first things first, we're going to be choosing the obvious shooting and playmaking pie chart, because all Chris Paul is a play shot with like lockdown defense. We're gonna go with the all-around pie chart. Now, if you just want to make this build as best as it can, I would go with the speed pie chart or this pie chart here, which is the speed invert pie chart. But for the sake of his build, he only has an 80 speed and acceleration because he is like 36, 37 years old. Again, if you want to make it true to his build, his current build right now, as he is in 2022, you go with balanced pie chart. But if you just want to make, your guy as quick as possible or can jump out the gym and stuff like that, I would go with speed or speed invert. But for the sake of the video, I'm going with the balanced pie chart to make him old man Chris Paul. Then for the stats, we're going to go with the 71 close shot, even though he has like a 95. And then we're going to go with the 80 drive and layup. Now, he does have some finishing badges. He does have gold teardropper. He has silver slithery. And he has bronze giant slayer, fearless finisher, and acrobat. But again, we have to pick and choose what we want for this build. We can't have it all. I mean, you could sacrifice the shooting, but shooting is a big part of Chris Paul's game nowadays. He drives still. He can finish at the rim still. But in my opinion, he's more of a shooter than a driver these days. If he's driving and kicking. He's not really driving and finishing like how he used to with the Clippers or even when he was with New Orleans or whatever like that. So because of that, I'm going to optimize the shooting or prioritize the shooting over the finishing. But with the 80 layup and the 71 close shot, he'll still get good layup packages and he'll still be able to, finish, teardrops and floaters and stuff like that at a high rate. For shooting, we're going to max out our mid. We're going to max out our 3. And then we're going to put our free throw to an 83, giving us 20 shooting badges. And then for our playmaking, we're going to max out the pass. We're going to max out our ball handle. And then we're going to put our post control up to a 62 for 24 playmaking. And then for the defense, we're just maxing everything out except for the block and the offensive rebound. So our block is going to go to 47, and then our offensive rebound is going to go to 48, giving us 1 finishing, 20 shooting, 24 playmaking, and 10 defensive. Now, he's not going to have the 18 defensive that he technically does have, but 10 will still, we'll just have to bring down some of those badges that are like gold or whatever like that. We'll just have to bring down to silver and bronze, but he'll still have all of those badges that he does have. He just won't have them at such a high level, which means he'll still be able to defend. Body shape, we know, doesn't matter. He is 6 feet tall, so we're going to bring that height down. And then his weight is 175, so we'll bring that weight down to 175. Now, here's the thing with the build, how you can change or help the build. if you care about him having that, if you care about him having that 97 mid range, you know, and the 96 pass accuracy and the ball handle or whatever like that, the 93 ball handle, I mean, then I would just leave the wingspan default. You will eventually get the 93 ball handle. You eventually get close to the 96 pass accuracy or whatever like that. But you know, in my case, I don't really care. Like you know, if you have a 75 three ball, 75 mid range or better, you can shoot consistently. You know, I'm lights out on a glass cleaner with a 77. As long as you're above a 75, like you can shoot consistently, lights out or whatever like that. So what I would recommend is that you guys max out his wingspan. Even when you max out his wingspan, if you look, he's still gonna have an 86 mid range, which is more than enough. He's gonna have an 83 three ball, which is more than enough. He's still gonna have a 90 ball handle at 6 feet tall, which means he'll still get the absolute best dribble moves. His pass accuracy is unaffected, but look at what you get defensively. You're gonna have an 84 steal now, 76 lateral, and 76 perimeter, which means when you max this build out, you're looking at steals damn near a 90, and your perimeter defense and stuff like that in the 80s, which isn't that bad, you know, for a 6-foot guard or whatever like that. You're gonna have pretty decent defensive stats with 10 defensive badges. Now, obviously, we're not picking slash and takeover, but you could go with any of these 3 takeovers. He does shoot, he does catch and shoot and stuff like that. He primarily shoots off the dribble and stuff like that, creating his own shot. But me personally, I know Chris Paul as a playmaker, so I'm going with playmaking takeover off rip. You know you gotta go with that play take. And then you see you have built a playmaking shot creator with shades of Chris Paul, of course. Now we're going to hop in the build tester to get all those badges or whatever like that and get you guys on your way. You know we're going to max the build out to 99. The one finishing badge, like I said, he has 8. He has gold teardropper, silver slithery, bronze giant slayer, bronze fearless finisher, and bronze acrobat. I think the most important badge to have on this build would be giant slayer, because you are 6 feet tall. You're more than likely going to be the shortest person on the floor. And if not, you're going to be probably the second shortest person on the floor, because the guard you're guarding will probably be shorter than you or as tall as you. But when you go in that paint or, you know, go for those floaters and stuff like that, that giant slayer is going to kick in. Let's go over to defensive. He has ankle braces. He has hustler. He has pick dodger. He has pickpocket. He has intimidator. He has clamps. He has ball stripper. And he has tireless defender. So those are all the badges that he do have. Some of them gold, some of them silver. We only have 2 extra points, so we can only make 1 badge either gold or 2 badges silver. Me personally, I think the most important badges to have in this category would be silver clamps, and I think the second most important badge to have would be to get silver ankle braces. Now again, if you want to optimize the build, you can optimize the build and take away ball stripper and tireless defender, in my opinion, and I will put that into intimidator and like pickpocket, since you are going to have max wingspan and like an 88 steal. It would warrant you using pickpocket, but again, it's up to you. You know, you could take that away and then even put it on silver interceptor, because again, you're gonna have an 88 steal when you max this build out. 88 steal with a silver interceptor, you're still going to be snatching stuff. It's not as good as gold or Hall of Fame interceptor, but you're still going to be snatching passes out the sky or whatever like that. But again, it's up to you. For the sake of the build, I'm going to leave his badges like this, because these are all the badges that he has. But again, if you want to optimize the build, you can optimize the build or whatever like that to be better online, as we know, or whatever. Going into shooting, he has gold difficult shots and gold mismatch expert, which is not a surprise, him being, you know, such a small player, and we all know he just shoots over everybody. He does not care. He has silver blinders, silver dead eye. He has rhythm shooter, sniper, and stop and pop. And then he finally has catch and shoot. He has lucky number 7. He has green machine, and then clutch shooter. He also had chef and circus threes, but I feel like at a 76 3 ball, there's really no point in you putting limitless spot up or chef or circus threes. You're not going to hit at a high rate. You're just going to be wasting badge points, but you can lower the silver badges if you want and put those bronze badges on in Circus 3, Chef, and Limitless Spot Up, and also bronze Hot Zone Hunter. But I just feel like if you're going to be running these badges, you're going to want to run these badges at a high level. You're going to want to run Chef at a high level. You're going to want to run Hall of Fame or Gold Circus 3s. You're going to want to at least have Gold Hot Zone Hunter, and you're going to want to max out Limitless Spot Up. If I'm not running these badges at the high level, there's no point in wasting badge points running these at bronze or even silver, especially not at that 3 ball. So this is his badge layout. Again, if you want to optimize the build, you could probably take away Clutch Shooter, Green Machine, and Lucky 7. Maybe max out Sniper or Mismatch Expert or something like that, or Blinder, since you will be activating those badges the most. And Stop and Pop isn't a bad badge to max out either. But this right here is his badge layout. And then finally, we're going to take a look at his Playmaking, in which he has Gold Ankle Breaker, he has Gold Floor General, and Gold Space Creator. He has Silver Handles for Days, Quick Chain, Quick First Step, Unpluckable, and then Bullet Passer. And then we're looking at Bronze Tight Handles, Bronze Dimer, Bronze Hyperdrive, Bronze Bailout, and Bronze Stop and Go. Now, obviously, this has been optimized. You know, he does have Gold Bullet Passer and stuff like that. Gold Dimer, but there's really no point in running Gold Dimer unless you're going to have Hall of Fame. So I tuned it down to bronze. Again, this build has been optimized so that, you know, we can not only get all of his badges, but also at the level that we need them with. Again, you could optimize this build. You could probably do away with some of these badges if you don't use them. Like if you don't use Space Creator, you could do away with Space Creator. I personally like to run Space Creator. The one badge that I would probably take away is Ankle Breaker. You could take Ankle Breaker away and maybe put up some of these other badges like Quick First Step, Quick Chain, Handles for Days even. You could get up to Silver Bailout, which I think is actually necessary and needed. Or you could go up to like a Hall of Fame Tight Handles, but again, it is up to you what you put on the build. But there you have it. That has been the CP3 build for 2022. It's been your boy Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K22 badge breakdown videos and, of course, NBA player builds. It's been your boy. I'm out.